Before I even get started, I just want to say that I have a shit ton of beer in my fridge, like a lot. And I've been holding on to some of them for a while for the return of Brews and whatever good, bro. Right now, I have a beer that is not so local. It's out of Middletown, or maybe it's Middleton. That ain't Middleton. That's Chris Middleton. He plays for the Bucks. Out of Middletown, New York. Right? I just read it. Yep, Middletown, New York. This is Equilibrium. And they have a beer known as MC squared. Like E equals MC squared. Equilibrium equals MC squared. This is a double IPA. This is 8%. As I would all love them all to be. So if I can get to talking about this can, first and foremost, the can did not sell this to me. What sold me this beer was the fucking my plug, I guess you could say. Yeah, man, I spent a lot of money. I know the price tag's pretty high, and this price tag's pretty high, but I had to get this in here. You know, everybody's talking about it, so I'm like, fuck it. Everybody talking about it. I got to get my hands on it. It's not local. I might not see it again. I like the can though. I do like that we have Einstein on that bitch with the Vegeta hair. Definitely going Super Saiyan in that joint. Like, shit's cut off at the nose and shit. Like, he might be wearing a mask. He might be motherfucking social distancing and shit. He got fucking protons and neutrons and shit. And atoms and all that shit just kind of all over the place. You know, the colors are a little wild. It's a pretty nice can, man. I will keep this one for my collection. You gonna make it, Einstein. You gonna be in my collection. Think New York, drink New York. They give you 5 cents for this can. Alright. That's enough of that. So, MC Squared, as I said, is an Imperial Double IPA sitting at 8% ABV, which is beautiful. I don't have any info on IBU. Nah, son. Said drink fresh, recycled. This is canned on 5/11, so it's about 2 months. It could be prime at this point. I always say that some of these beers, man, when you get them super fresh. And I know this one when I got it, it was super fresh. So now I hold on to one for like a month or two to see the difference in taste when shit starts to settle. And sometimes it gets better, sometimes it don't. But anyway, sits here on Untapped. It's sitting at a 4.29. A lot of people say that these ratings don't mean shit. almost 55,000 total check-ins for this month, about 1,500, and that's within almost 2 weeks. Says here, MC squared is Photon's big brother. We literally took Photon's hopping rate and squared it. So Photon must be another equilibrium brew that I ain't never had. This double IPA is a tribute to the amazing relationship that energy and mass are balanced proportional to the speed of a photon squared. It pours a hazy tangerine color, releasing bright tropical notes of mango, pineapple, and apricot. MC squared tastes like a succulent mango juice loaded with chewy hop resins. It is very drinkable for 8%. Be careful, this one can sneak up on you. I've never seen a brewery give you that type of warning. Be careful, this will sneak up on you. It's usually the fucking beer nerds that say that. Today I'm using the very special glass that I love so much. It is the glass that knocks. Yeah, man, I got my Heisenberg glass. I'm geeked about that, you know. You know, it's not a snifter, but it'll do, pig. All right. Anyway, we're gonna crack this bitch and get the first program. All right, Heisenberg. Let's tread lightly on this motherfucking brew. So I've been getting more in tune with the half course and the shaking to make sure that I'm getting everything out of this can. Generally, I shake this shit for a long time, and as I'm shaking it, like mango and pineapple are definitely popping out of the can through the nose right now. So let's see if I got anything more. We'll leave a little bit at the bottom of the can. And get my little shake on. Make sure I get everything up out of there. There you go. Anyway, I completely missed that. So, it is definitely tangerine, citrus colored, typical hazy, very fucking unfiltered type shit. I got shit floated. I got floaties all through this joint. It looks like looks a little bit like orange juice. I poured a lot. I got a fucking pineapple, mango, tangerine, very citrusy on the nose. They don't use citra hops for this, do they? It tells me nothing about the hops that they use for this. I'm so used to hop butcher. But if I would guess, I would think they put citra hops in here just because of how well it goes with those notes. But very, very fruity. Very, just full of fucking mango and pineapple. Alright, let's dip it. I remember this beer when I first had it. I remember it being like really fucking juicy. That's how I remember it. Now it's a little more bitter. I think that the aging, that I waited 2 months to drink it, it's been in the can. I think that it brought out more of a bitterness and the juiciness kind of. It's still juicy, but it's not as fruity tasting, and it's not tasting like it was almost like a fucking mango juice. Like that's almost what it was, but now it's a little more bitter. I want to say malty. Yeah, but it's not a bad thing at all. It's not a bad thing at all. I like it. I would say, as they say on the can, if you ever see this, as they say on the can, drink fresh. I would encourage that because the profile changes in these 2 months. It's a different beer, but it's not necessarily a worse beer. The beer that I drank when I got it fresh a week or two, that was a 9. This one's like an 8. It drops off a little bit. So Equilibrium, MC squared, get it, drink it fresh. I would definitely grab this one if you see it, but check your date, drink it fresh. 2 months later, doesn't drop off too bad, but it's a good brew, man. 8 out of 10. We'll meet it halfway, say 8.5 for Equilibrium MC squared, and I'm back down like SmackDown. Peace.